All right, in this video, we want to explain a little bit about the difference between an MJ meter and a PD meter and some considerations when you're selecting those. So basically, an MJ meter stands for multi-jet, which signifies that there is actual moving parts inside of the meter that function like a fan wheel. So as the water goes through the meter, it spins, that rotates all of the mechanics internally, which turns the odometer style reader on the front here, and that's how it's calculating usage. PD meter stands for positive displacement, and what that uses, it's moving parts as well, but it uses actual chambers inside of the meter that have to fully fill up before the chamber turns over. So one of the benefits of a PD meter is the accuracy is really spot on because the chamber has to fill all the way. So why would I ever use an MJ meter? Well, you'll see here, this is a 1-inch MJ meter, and this is a 1-inch PD meter, and the size and the weight is a pretty significant difference between the two. An MJ meter is a little bit smaller, easier to install on the lines with less weight. However, it is susceptible to lower accuracies at low flows. It also has to be installed horizontally. It can't be installed vertically. And then lastly, with an MJ meter, you have to be conscientious of backflow issues. So because it's a fan wheel that spins forward as the water runs through it, that fan wheel can also spin backwards if water runs backwards through it, and that can create some false pulsing going on the reading system. When it comes to a PD meter can't spin backwards, so we eliminate backflow issues. It can also be installed horizontally or vertically, so that's one benefit, and the accuracy, especially at low flows, is also really good. One key consideration though, when you get into larger meters, the larger that these meters get, the higher the discrepancy between the weight and the size gets. So this is an example of an 1.5 MJ meter. It's for an 1.5 water line. This is an example of an 1.5 PD meter. So you can see the size of the body gets fairly significantly larger as the pipe size that the meter is for gets larger. So those are some key considerations. You want to consider accuracy, you want to consider backflow, you want to consider whether you need horizontal or vertical installation, and then as you get to the larger meters, you want to make sure that wherever you're installing it can take the size and the weight of that meter as the PD starts to get larger and larger. Hope this was helpful. Call us with questions.